element of success. There are 5 elements and 1 multiplier. Okay, so in the course of the next series of talks, I will cover 1 element by 1 element individually. So let's start with the first element, the element of love. It is a method. The way I put it is a mathematical formula of plus and a multiplier. I'll explain this to you later. Okay, the first element of love has to do with the love of ourselves and the love of life. Danny is a salesman. Danny has one passion. Danny loves selling. He loves selling, right? But because of his work, he never get around to doing it. That's why I always say, I never get around doing it. From a young boy, he always wanted to go sailing. And one day, he decided, on television was the World Sailing Championship. And there was some announcement that this World Sailing Championship is to be held in New Zealand. So Danny actually decided, yeah, I want to do it. But the problem is, when he told the story to the wife about wanting to do it, the wife nagged at him. All his friends laughed at him. You know why? Danny is 46 years old. Nobody take part in a competition, world champion sailing competition, when you're 46. And he did. He wanted to do it. So in the course of it, he actually trained and went for the trial, just managed to get through the trial, and he went to New Zealand. Even on his own money, he went to New Zealand and he went for the competition, right? But during all this course, all his friends were telling him, "Don't be silly." By the time he trained, he was already 49, right? So, but he kept telling himself, "I only got one life. If I don't do it now, when I'm going to do it? I spent the last 40 years of my life doing what everybody wants me to do. I want to do it for myself." And he went out and he took part in a competition. In the competition, there were many people. He came in second last. And he came in second last because the last one, the boat broke down. So he got right. But the best part of it is when he came onto land, the first person who actually went to greet him was the wife. And since then, the wife was so proud of him. And so is Danny. Now, in the course of writing this book also, I also come to understand the passion for your love for your body. You see, the element of love in life is also to love your body. This is all you got, right? I managed to talk to a plastic surgeon who told me that 70% of his business in aesthetic surgery comes from maintenance work. What that means is plastic do not age. I met a young lady, right, many years ago. She works for a big accounting firm. She put life into a very nice saying, right? He said, living is about happiness and joy. Life is about doing things. Be in control of your life. Life is short. Time does not wait for you. Life is a gift. Learn to treasure its moment, right? The story behind this lady was very special. We went to have lunch together many years ago, right? And just before we sat down and have lunch, she did this, and it was quite scary. It seems that at that time, one of the blood vessels burst, right? And she was very, very lucky. We quickly brought her down, got an ambulance, fetched her to the hospital, right? And what they did, they got this stent, they put into her, and they ballooned it and stop the bleeding. She was very lucky because at that time there were only 5 stamps and it's very experimental. 2 went to a politician, 1 went to an Indonesian, 1 went to a Korean, and she got the last one, which I believe is a spare one, right? And all she wanted at that time was to see her daughter pass an examination. And all she wanted was 5 years. Now she'll survive 10 years, right? And every year on 4th of July, she'll buy us lunch. And it's quite a unique story, right? You must also understand that life itself, the love of life, is that you are like a spider web. You're not alone. If you pull out you from the spider web collapses. So you must always remember you are not alone. There are people all linked to your life. Okay, everybody, I can spend hours telling you to change your mindset, relive your life, but the important thing is everybody has a turning point. Like the smoker, he can smoke all his life, all of a sudden he stopped, you know. Why? It's called a turning point, which brings me the story of this lady called Susan. I met Susan in a coffee shop, right, in a food court. I was asked to interview her because she's quite a unique story. When I met her, when I was looking for her actually, the person told me to look for somebody with a dirty apron in this food court, and I did. Her apron was stained with coffee, right? So it's a nice, very nice food court. Why don't you change your apron? And she couldn't. So I went to see her. I asked her, I understand you have an interesting story to tell me. Would you share with me? So after some pestering, she said yes. She said something which is quite true, is that everybody has a turning point, right? Where they realize their way of life and they want to turn it for the better, okay? Susan has been in and out of prison for many years. She's an ex-prostitute. Right? The last time she came out of prison, the judge told her that if you stay clean, right, for 3 years, I'll give you back your son. Her son is very young. So at that time, she was very determined. So she got a job working in a food court, selling coffee. She'll get orders from somebody, buy it, and then she sell it the coffee to whoever it's placed the order. One day, the pimp came along, right? The pimp came and asked her, let's go back. You don't earn a lot of money selling coffee. Doing what you did previously, you get more money, right? Think of your son, future of your son. So they asked her to go back. She refused. Because every time she wants to do it, she thinks of her son. She must stay in for 3 years. Until one day, the pimp got impatient. Enough is enough. So as she was serving them coffee, the pimp took the coffee and pumped into her, right? And she will all stay. And she said in Chinese, if this happened many years ago, I would have taken the nearest bottle, smash it and stuff it in. But she didn't do it. For a very simple reason. She needs to stay clean. And that is her turning point. And what she shared with me is very simple. Know what you want from life, the future, which is the son that she wants to keep. The meaning of life, what you are meaning to live for. Know where you are in your life, right? And more importantly, have a plan. Plan your life, right? And she did. The good part of it is, the end part of it is she actually got her son back. And I actually finished the book, and I actually wrote the name of her son on a book. He's not ready to read it, but one day he will. Right. Thank you.